It's not often that you can get 35% off a flight, let alone a business class flight or even a first class flight. American Express has a benefit that gives you a 35% rebate on flights that you book with American Express points. And it's not talked about much, and it can be one of the easiest ways to maximize your American Express points. My name is Max, and I help people maximize their airline miles, hotel points, and credit card points. If you can do me a favor before we get started with this video, remember to hit the like and subscribe button down below, and let's get started. When you pay with your American Express points, also known as Pay with Points, in the American Express travel portal, and if you have the American Express Business Platinum, you can get a 35% rebate on the points you've redeemed. It's officially called the 35% airline bonus, and I'll link the page down in the description, but you can also find it in your credit card benefits section. It's important to note that this is only for the American Express Business Platinum though, and not the regular Platinum, the Business Platinum. The American Express Business Gold has a 25% rebate that's going away in January 2024, and the only other card that has a rebate is the Centurion Business Black Card, which is not really attainable for most people. To be eligible for the 35% bonus, you must meet at least one of these two criteria. The flight must be your selected airline, and the selected airline is the same airline that you select for the $200 flight incidental credit that comes with the American Express Platinum Business Card. You can select your airline online by going to your benefits section online. If you can't select it there, you can also call American Express and they can select it for you. When booking with your selected airline, it doesn't matter whether it's economy, business class, or first class, you'll get a 35% rebate when you redeem your points through the American Express travel portal. Say you select United and you redeem your American Express points in the American Express travel portal for an economy United flight that costs 50,000 American Express points, you get a 35% rebate and get 17,500 American Express points back. The other option is you can book business class or first class with any other airline, and you'll also get the 35% rebate when you use Pay with Points. Say I want to book an American Airlines business class flight that costs 100,000 American Express points. If I redeem my American Express points in the American Express travel portal to book that flight, I'll get a 35% rebate, so 35,000 American Express points goes back into my account. So the final cost is 75,000 American Express points out of pocket. So to recap, first you need the American Express Platinum Business, then you need to use your points to book your flight through the American Express travel portal, and your flight needs to be your selected airline or a business or premium cabin flight. After you make the booking, you'll get the points rebate added to your account in 6 to 8 weeks. So that means at the time of booking, you need to have all the points in your account for the full booking, and then you'll get the points back into your account afterwards from the 35% rebate. Using the 35% rebate. To use the 35% rebate, make sure you're using the American Express account that has the American Express Platinum Business connected to it. This will get you the 35% rebate during the booking process, and you won't see anything about the 35% rebate while you're booking though. It's kind of weird. It's kind of like a trust me bro type of thing. Just make sure you meet one of the criteria I mentioned earlier in this video. Booked your selected airline or book a premium cabin flight, and your 35% rebate will show up in 6 to 8 weeks later. If you're really worried about whether you'll get a 35% point rebate or not, call American Express and make the booking over the phone if that makes you feel any better. Is the 35% rebate worth it? Well, it depends. It all comes down to what your options are and how you value your American Express points. I often don't recommend redeeming your points through the American Express travel portal, and instead I recommend transferring your points out. But in some cases, it might make sense to book through the American Express travel portal. For example, if it will cost me 100,000 points to transfer my American Express points out to an airline like Air Canada to make a booking, but in the American Express travel portal, it will cost me 120,000 American Express points. With that 30% rebate, I'll get 42,000 American Express points back as the rebate. That takes my total for the flight to be 78,000 American Express points. In this case, it's better to book via the American Express travel portal with the 35% rebate instead of transferring points out. That's also not to mention that you actually earn airline miles when you book through the American Express travel portal as well. When you book through a travel portal, the airline treats it as if it's a cash booking. So you'll still earn your airline frequent flyer miles when you book through the travel portal. Another reason why it might make sense to book through the American Express travel portal is if you can't find award availability to transfer your points out. Not all flights have award availability, so transferring your points wouldn't make sense if there's no award space. So booking through the American Express travel portal does not rely on award space or award availability. If there's a seat open on the flight, you can book it via the American Express travel portal. It's not always the best deal though, but if you can't find award space and really want to redeem your American Express points for the flight, American Express Travel Portal would be the way. And the last reason why you would book through the American Express Travel Portal for the 35% rebate is if there's a really good deal on a premium cabin flight. For example, in August, I got this deal alert from Spencer over at Straight to the Points, which I'll link down in the description, and for a round trip business class ticket from LAX to London. The business class flights were super cheap, and to Europe in business class round trip, I checked on United to see if there's award availability. There was no award availability, so it's not bookable by transferring points. And so then I checked the American Express Travel Portal, and to redeem via the American Express Travel Portal, it would have cost me 125,000 American Express points per person. Since it was a premium cabin flight in business class, I got the 35% rebate, and so it ended up being around 81,250 American Express points per person round trip in business class. I could have paid cash, but I really wanted to burn some of my American Express points, and 81,250 American Express points round trip in business class is one of the best redemptions I've done all year. Even when you find Saver Award Space and transfer points out, it's hard to beat 81,250 American Express points round trip in business class. So to recap, do the math. If booking through the American Express Travel Portal with 35% bonus requires fewer points, then that's when you book through the American Express Travel Portal. If it requires fewer points to transfer them out, then that's when you transfer your points out and book that way. If you want more ways to maximize your American Express points, check out this playlist over here. Remember to hit the like and subscribe button down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.